Hello and welcome back to a very, very unexpected video. As it happens, all of my cars have sold bar the ML. Literally. The Volvo has just gone, the S80, which I was considering keeping, the Laguna's gone, the Altea's gone, the Corolla's gone, so all I'm down to is my Mercedes ML, which as we know is a 3.7 V6 petrol 4-wheel drive. Now I'll give you a clue, see if you can guess. I have bought another 4-wheel drive 3.7 V6 petrol. Any guesses? Another ML 350? No, I didn't expect this whatsoever. The people who turned up to buy the S80, not my car, but Simon, who owns it, was at work today, and he couldn't do the sale, and he's had the car stored at my garage anyways, as you've seen on my daily vlogs, and they turned up in this car and said they're going to put it up for sale. And the reason they're buying the Volvo is they need something more economical. I don't. I just want something with a boot. I always wanted something as a backup car, so if the Mercedes packed in, obviously I've got 4 or 5 caravan trips booked this year, probably more to come, and I always had the panic in the back of my mind. I know the Mercedes is getting on a bit, it's an older car. If it was to pack in, I would have to cancel the holiday. I don't know anybody with a car big enough with a tow bar to lend a car. I don't even think they rent cars with tow bars, to my knowledge. So this come along. Have a look. Let us know what you think. Have you guessed yet? A 3.7 V6 petrol 4-wheel drive, the same as the Mercedes. Any guesses? A Jeep Cherokee. Not the Grand Cherokee, which I'm not that keen of. This is the littler one. This is more or less based on the Wrangler. So it's the 3.7 litre limited, top of the range, V6. By God, this one sounds better than the ML. Original cats on it, so they're worth £600 alone. London car, and this is the best part. Bar one little tiny little bit on the sill, the chassis on this car is unbelievable. And obviously, being a London car, straight away, I like the look of it. In black, quite like the look of it in black. Love the spare wheel on the back and the number plate here, always have done. It's had, but bearing in mind, these cars have a very, very bad name in the States. If anybody's watching this in the United States, the fuel tank on these cars is here. So if you have a heavy rear end impact, these cars have actually killed people. Generally in America, they've just gone up in flames. So this has had the serious recall done, which these were involved in, through Jeep for free of charge. It's had this tow bar, crash bar fitted. It's brand spanking new, a very heavy gauge steel, and that's been fitted in what used to be the place of a tow bar. So I'm going to get this converted and fit the tow bar to it. Well, on my hands and knees, it is in such good condition underneath. I'll get to the chassis in a minute. So, top of the range, so it's got all the bells and whistles. Good tyres. That front one's edged off a little bit, but I've just noticed brand spanking new one on the back, so that'll go on. For an MOT, it needs next to nothing. The only thing is, it's only got a month MOT left on it. But what sold me this car was the sound. The Mercedes sounds nice, but this sounds even better. It's had all new springs, all new shockers. Oh, I forgot to mention this. Brand spanking new front discs, cross-drilled grooved ones. The rear discs are brand new as well. New springs and shockers, front and rear. I don't know, I just think they're a funky looking car, but in a nice way. They might look a bit googly like this, but when you look at it from another angle, they look really well. And I'm telling you one thing, I did the weight checks for towing the caravan, and it's a lot smaller than the ML. But do you know how much this car can tow? 3.3 tonne, actually a little bit more. I could not believe it when I checked the weight plate on the car. Just in case anybody doesn't believe us, I'll show you. I honestly can't believe. So this thing can actually tow the same as an L200, the big Mercedes. The chassis plate is just here. I'm just going to cover up the VIN number. There you go. 6 tonne almost. And obviously, so you subtract the top number from the bottom number, and it's about 3,300 and something kilograms. So this will tow my 1,500 kilo caravan, no problem. I really do like this car. We'll have a look round it, brief look round. I've explained the basics of it. Like I've said, it's got these proper off-road tyre, like a kind of all-terrain, bit more aggressive than your standard tyre. brand new exhaust, as you can see down there. But come and have a look at this chassis. It is brilliant. Look at that. That's not been painted either. All the way along there. I am astonished. The only thing with it, it's a bit scabby on this back sill, but it is actually solid. I'm going to have a bit better poke on, but that'll be just an advisory for the MOT, and that's it, rust-wise. New shockers on the back, new springs on the back, new shockers on the front, all that done, all the good stuff. We'll have a quick look under the bonnet. Chain driven, no time belt to worry about. And I know the straight 6 4-litre ones of these are a very lazy, weak engine. Let me tell you, this thing is not. Honestly, the flipping power of this thing off the mark is just, it's unreal. It's absolutely unreal. In fact, I'll start it up and we can have a little listen. Push button start. There was a bit of an issue with the ignition on this, which they all have, but it's just standard. You just turn the ignition on like that and just press the button and listen to this. That is nice. I don't know if the phone's picking that up with the wind, but that is a lovely. That's not smoke, by the way, it's just condensation. Can you hear that? That is nice. That's what the Mercedes lacks. But when you listen under there, it is just sweet as a nut. Give it a little rev. I'm liking that. Liking that a lot. It's hard to explain that's under no load. When you put the car into gear and you actually are pulling the weight of the car, it sounds glorious. The reason it sounds like this, by the way, if you ask, it's got the original cat. I said it's got a new exhaust. The front part of the exhaust is fine. It's just the fact it's got an aftermarket exhaust on. Can you see it there? The grass is wet. There, it's brand spanking new. But the only thing is, aftermarket exhausts are never as big or as good as the originals, but I don't mind that. I like that little bit extra V6 burble. That is so good. I wish I could leave the phone here and then rev it up so you can actually hear from the phone. I just don't know how that's going to work. Let's give it a try. Bear with us. This is probably looking into nowhere. You'll have to excuse if that just filled the phone full of condensation or if it even picked it up at all. But a quick look around the interior. Needs a bit of a hoover on that. Lovely, black, unmarked, really good quality to what I didn't expect, leather. So that's happy days. I'll turn this thing off because there's only a quarter of a tank of fuel. As for the boot, it's some kind of weird funky way this opens up. This goes up, but I've been told the gas struts aren't the best on it. So, but I like this idea for the dogs, you see. I just need some gas struts for that. Big enough boot to put the cage in for the pup. Big enough for the other dog. Power connectivity. But the good thing is, when that actually lifts up properly, with the puppy to stop him jumping out, I can leave this closed and just have that open, like when we're camping, so I can get on and put the awning up. They're getting some airflow through. Do like that idea a lot. I'm going to do my usual nice Bosch wiper on here. That looks awful. Just a general good wash, actually. The wheels aren't the best, but it's an off-road car, so certainly not going to be making it mint. Full leather, like I say, it's just nice thing. Heated seats in the front, fully electric, even the passengers one. The limited seats. Proper four-wheel drive system. So you've got two-wheel drive, part-time, full-time, and low range. No diff locks, I don't think, on these, but they're a very, very capable off-roader, these are. So yeah, there's under the bonnet. I'm going to do a bit of a service. Oil and filter, air filter, plugs. Let's just whip this off and just see how bad it is. The guy's owned this car for quite a few years. Do you know what? That doesn't actually look bad at all. That's more or less brand new, that is. Yeah, new Bosch battery I've spied. So we'll jump inside and have a look round. It's getting cold there the night. Jump in. It's just a nice place to be in here. I haven't. Do you know what it is? I've had the Chrysler 300C Hemi, the 5.7 V8. I've had a PT Cruiser. Never had a Jeep. And do you know what? I'm digging this interior. Genuinely, for a 04 plate car, it is really nice and modern. Decent sound system. The usual American controls is really weird. Like, the fan is always on. You can't turn it off. But you've got to use the area where it blows to switch it off. So unless you have that there, the fan is always ticking over on level 1. And then the aircon, instead of just having a button, you've got to go that way for no aircon, and then that way for aircon. That's just your American market kind of stuff. But anyways, I'm liking all this. It's not bad quality. It's proper, decent stuff. It's not like cheap crap. The 4 electric windows, electric mirrors, folding mirrors as well. I've just found out though only that one works. I think it's because the ignition's off. That one doesn't fold in. Something we can look at. I like the dashboard. Nice and clear. Easy to read display. Cruise control. Loving that. We've got, again, weird American stuff. Like, how do you turn the interior lights on? Anyone know? I only know this from a PT Cruiser. This is your dashboard dimming lights, right? To dim your dashboard up and down. But if you go right to the top and one click extra, that does your lights. How on earth would you ever work that one out? Ridiculous. So, that's that anyway. Oh, and there's a fun one as well. So, fog lights. You need your fog lights. Okay, headlights on. Champion. Next click up. Pull out or something. So you pull that out, and there's your front fog lights. And then I think you click it one back. Do you? I don't even know. Am I doing that right? In that? I actually don't even know how you operate the... Don't know. Pull that out. You pull it out again, I'll probably end up breaking the stalk. You know, but that's just your general silliness with American market. Rear wiper, front wiper, no automatic lights or wipers, not necessary. It's got a nice little trip computer up here. If I just switch the ignition on, obviously the hood, very American. I'm sure this is a compass as well. How do I get rid of that? Reset. Menu. Then you can do all the flashing the lights with the locks, headlamp delay. It's a very modern car. Service interval, low chimes. I want to be turning some of them off. I just need to switch that. I'll go and close the bonnet. Yeah, heated seats as well. Nice. Yeah, so we shouldn't look at that bit too. Actually, to be fair, for one of these around the doors, 20 mile per gallon, that's not that bad. I just don't know what you have to do with it. There we go. Love the compass on these. Got the compass. What else was there? Miles to empty. Trip. I do like that. I love the compass. I'll have to get that changed to Celsius. So yeah, switch this. What do you think? What do you think of this? I'm just turning the ignition off. The guys can't find the spare key. I would like to get that off them. So yeah, I'm just having a look here. It's being serviced as well. There you see, 13th. Can you see that? 13th of the 8th, 21. At 151,000. What's it got on now? 152. It's hardly done any miles, really. When was that? Oh, that's when it'll be due. Sorry, service due. So yeah, it's due just about now. So yeah, but that's nice proof to see that it's been looked after. Plus the guy's owned it for a number of years, and he's just being honest. It will be thirsty. He just wants. He bought the Volvo D5 because he wants something more economical to run about in. Whatever reason he needs that for. Obviously, you know, people need to do more miles, and the price of fuel at the minute. It's just lucky now. I don't need to do the miles. I walk to work. I'll cope, and I like this car a lot actually. So let's get the spending on this car. First of all, set of wipers, service kit. Swap that spare tyre to the front left one for the MOT. In fairness, the tyre is perfectly fine for an MOT, but the better you can make a car look for a test, the better. I could have had a private plate with this car, but I told the guy may as well keep it. I'm quite happy with the original plates on it. To be honest, I'm sick of private number plates. They cost a fortune to switch back and forwards. So yeah, let us know. Didn't expect this. Swear to God, 2 hours ago, no intention of buying another 3.7 V6 petrol 4-wheel drive. Didn't expect it at all. So yeah, these are my two cars now. Project ML 3.7 V6, Project Jeep Cherokee 3.7 V6. Think these two will look quite good together on the drive. Bone dry underneath this as well. No leaks, perfect. The Mercedes has got a slight weep on it underneath. But yeah, let us know what you think. If you hate it, just be honest and say you hate it. If you like it, tell us you like it. I haven't paid a lot of money for it. So, you know, you can bring all the stuff up if everything goes wrong, blah de blah. If it does, it'll get took to the scrapyard and it'll get turned into fridges, washing machines, and all sorts of into the recycling bin. So, you know, I don't care if the thing blows up, but I've driven it. It takes off like an absolute rocket. It's 4-wheel drive, and actually, when I give it a test drive, I just touched the throttle and the thing nearly ripped my hands off the steering wheel. It is so responsive. It's on another level to the Mercedes ML. It's a smaller car with the same size engine, you know, permanent 4-wheel drive. It takes off big style, and the automatic gearbox is fantastic. It's lovely. So yeah, over the moon with it. I didn't expect putting this one out, but there you go. New Project Cherokee. Thanks for watching. Remember, hit the like button if you like it. Please hit the subscribe if you want to watch more of these videos. Leave a comment, please. This is what this is all about, interaction. That's why I do it. So thanks for watching. I'll catch you when I start doing more work on this and on tomorrow's vlog. Bye.